Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm BA. I hope you've been making a big ass plate of all the food we've been making over yonder. Today I'm bringing you a new recipe. We're going to be making my warm Caesar cruciferous vegetable salad. So this is the summer version. There's actually a winter fall situation that maybe, just maybe if you're lucky, you'll get at a later date. But today we're gonna kick it off with our summer style. Let's get cooking. Alright, so for the greens, we're going to be using some kale. I guess you could use baby kale if you want. I always just buy whatever is cheapest, and it's the big bunch of regular style kale for me. And then we're going to be using a head of broccoli. Buy the head. Don't get it all chopped up because you want to use that core, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. To make the dressing, what you're going to need are some anchovies in olive oil. Don't buy them in water. Can you get anchovies in water? You'll need some Parmesan cheese, the juice of a lemon, some garlic, some Dijon Mustard, 2 egg yolks, or more, depending on the batch, you'll see, and some Worcestershire sauce, if that's even how you say it. Okay, so we already have some things going on in this kitchen today. I have half of my head of broccoli sliced up. I have it cut in half. This half is going to be my raw portion of my broccoli. What I have going on over here is my cooked portion of my broccoli. We're gonna slice it a little bit differently. You'll see here that I've taken the head of broccoli, and this is why it's important that you buy a full head of broccoli and slice it like this. You know, you can do a little thinner, a little thicker, but it's almost like you julienned it. Now for the raw broccoli, if you have a food processor or a blender at home, then you will just rough chop this, toss it in there. We want to get it into a bunch of bits. Today, I'm just going to do it with my knife, just in case you don't have a mechanism at home that will do it for you. Literally just gonna run my knife through it. Nothing crazy, nothing to it. And because we're gonna be chopping it up into such small pieces anyway, it doesn't take a lot of skill per se. So broccoli is all done. My kale, I literally just ran my knife through it. You can chop it up super small. I like to leave it in little strips. You do you. Now I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to season them up with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika, and throw them in the oven. Keep it simple today. Okay, so now that we've got our veggies in the oven and our raw veggies chopped, doing their thing in the bowl, we're going to make this Caesar salad dressing from scratch. It's not as scary as it sounds. So what I'm going to do first is take my 2 egg yolks, alright? I already separated them. I'm going to dump them into the dumper. I'm just kidding, the thing that we're going to blend. You get it.
Nutribullet.
The Nutribullet. Then I'm going to take a few splashes of Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
I don't know.
You know, probably 2 teaspoons is what I just did. Then we're going to take some Dijon mustard. Actually, I have some really yummy Dijon mustard in the fridge. I also have a honey Dijon. I can't remember who brought these. Nick did, or I did, and anyway, I just got it all over my fingy.
I poop on my finger. Do you remember that?
Hmm? What? I'll poop on my finger.
It was a Grey Poupon commercial. And she gets it on her finger.
Oh.
I'll show you. I'll show y'all after.
Now we're going to take the juice of half a lemon to start. This might change throughout. We're making an aioli of sorts, right? A Caesar dressing. We have the raw eggs. So we want them to be able to do their thing, and so we need this acid, but this is just what I'm going to start with for now. With my Caesar, it's very much an eyeballing situation. There's some ingredients that you can sort of measure out, and I will leave a generalized recipe for you down below, but you know, you might have to zhuzh it around a little bit. The egg yolks might be a different size today than they were yesterday, and you might be dealing with a less juicy lemon than we are today. My lemons right now are big and juicy, so we're fine, I think, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Next, I'm going to add in my anchovies. Yum. If you're scared of anchovies, cut them out. Whatever, not a big deal. Caesar dressing, what makes it Caesar dressing are the anchovies and the black pepper that we're gonna peps it down with later. But if you're scared of the fish, cut them. If you're scared of the raw egg, guess what? Put some Hellmann's in there, right? You got some mayo in the fridge. All of this will still make Caesar dressing. You'll be fine. So to start, I'm gonna put about, from this can, just a regular sized can, maybe a third of the can. Now, I'm going to crush 2 cloves of garlic to start. Pulp and all, I say. Yeah. Yeah. And then in this container, or bowl, if you will, I have about a third a cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put half of that for now, and then we're going to give it a taste, and we'll see if we need to adjust. Because the anchovies are salty, and this cheese is salty, and, you know, we want to put a little bit of salt and pepper, you know, not be bland. You have to be a little mindful of the amount of these things that you put in, because we want to have perfect balance. Nothing, like, too salty later on. My mouth is watering, though, thinking about this, because it always tastes good. Goodbye. Now I'm going to add my EVOO and blend it up. Glug, 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 glug. Okay, so after first Blitz, I had a little tiny taste. Or two. But what I noticed is that, one, we need that black pepper in there now. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the rest of my lemon, the other half of my lemon in, even though it's big and juicy today. I want mine a little more acidic, and I might throw in just a touch more Dijon as well. As far as garlic goes, what the Worcestershire, whatever the fuck that does in there, and the Parmesan cheese, I think we're ready to roll. But I want to add a little bit more acid, I think, overall. And then the tanginess of the Dijon. So I'm going to do that, add that black pepper in, and then we're ready to go. The veggies are about to be pulled out of the oven. We're ready. Ooh, roasty, toasty kale. Burn-ass broccoli. I'm just kidding, it's not burnt. Okay, so now that I've got all my goodies set up, I like to put in my big ass bowl the dressing on the bottom. That's like, goes to show for anything. If I'm making the vinaigrette from scratch for a salad or a pasta salad or whatever, if I can, I'm gonna make it in the bottle of whatever, the bottom of whatever bowl I'm using. In the bottle of the bowl, am I right? I'm gonna start with about half of the amount of dressing that I've pulverized today. And then I'm going to put in my cooked veggies first. Listen to that. Oop. Pan is hot. Pan is hot. Just touched my almost armpit with it. That was good. Lesson learned. So now we're going to mix all of this up before we throw in our next ingredient. I didn't know I was making an ASMR channel. So now that we've got all of our stuff tossed together, we're going to garnish it with some crunchy bits. I have 2 things that I'm going to add today, along with some Parmesan cheese to garnish. It's not Caesar salad without Parmesan cheese. Hello? So now let's toss on a little more dressing, some crunchy bits. I have some croutons here. I like to make homemade croutons when I'm going above and beyond, but I also keep a bag of this pre-made stuff in the cupboard. So this is about, you know, a cup of yummy, these are actually Caesar croutons, whatever that means, but they're yummy, crunchy, delicious. I also am going to be adding some of my friend's brand salad sprinkles. This is the classic herb one. They're so great, not just on salads, but just on garnish on a pasta, or put it on your soup, or anytime you need something a little extra crunchy. It's so yummy. This classic herb one is fabulous on the Caesar salad recipe, so I'm going to be dumping this on there today too. Love y'all, salad sprinkles, kiss kiss. Thank you for sending these to me and letting me have them, and for the friendship. Goodbye. So I'm going to throw on the rest of this parm. Crew. And then just as crunchy as you like it with these. If you don't have these or aren't able to order from them, you know, you can do without the croutons. Honestly, this will be very yummy just on its own. And I'm gonna pour the rest. Oh my god, I made like the perfect amount today.
Nice.
I love that.
Good job.
I love having leftover dressing, obviously, but it's also nice to be able to just use everything that you made all at once. For those of you who don't eat leftovers. Are y'all people who don't eat leftovers?
No, I eat leftovers.
I
For
don't
sure.
eat leftovers.
Some people don't, you know.
Unless I didn't like it too much the first time.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I
Yeah.
have a really hard time being like, ooh, let's eat it.
I want to eat that again.
But old.
Yeah, but oh no.
If you like what you ate, I don't understand why you wouldn't eat
Yeah.
the leftovers.
Yeah,
Seems really wasteful.
it's just like some people don't eat leftovers, which I agree. Actually, I think it is wasteful.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah. Okay, we're ready to taste this Thought I was gonna say it, huh? Just kidding. Okay, we're ready to bring back to the set Reagan. Woo! Reagan, you look like you have brown hair and a green shirt, just like me.
Are we
And a septum.
siblings?
Are we? We could be. Mom, did you? Mom? Anyway, I'm gonna try and get a perfect bite. Let's do it. Big bite.
It's so good. So many different textures.
What do you think of like the cooked
I've never
with the raw?
had a salad where half of the ingredients are cooked and half are raw. It's really good because you get like the best of both worlds of both of the flavors.
Yeah.
I love the flavor of cooked kale. It gets really like, I don't know. Good.
That was awesome. Yeah, this is really good. Crunchy, crispy, saucy. It's got all the bits. I don't know about you all, but I have a big ass bowl of salad to eat. Not only with myself, but with all my friends and family coming to my big party I had planned tonight. You don't have a party planned? You weren't invited to this party? Well, that's too bad. You can't come around this house. Nope, not anymore. Not after what happened last time. You want some of this salad? You can't have any of this salad. Bye, y'all. Thanks. Okay, all jokes aside, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and make yourself a plate.